All right, guys, welcome back to Middle Class Reactions. Sadly, we have another shooting that happened today. We're gonna watch this 2-minute news clip that was put up because it actually covers a lot of the information, at least the information that we have right now. And then I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it. But for the current moment, oh, it's my printer box. Sorry, I was looking at that right there. You know, let's just watch the news story and then I'll give you my thoughts because things are getting crazy.
Got to get to this now. Developing tonight, investigators trying to figure out what led a man to attack an ICE facility where detainees were boarding a bus. This happened this morning down in Dallas.
Yeah, and within the last hour, the Department of Homeland Security corrected the death count, saying only one detainee died and 2 other people are in critical condition. Jay Gray shares the clues the shooter, who also died, left behind.
A spray of early morning gunfire near downtown Dallas.
Checking the cameras and have seen at least 3 people shot. Multiple people shot.
Law enforcement sources identifying the shooter as 29-year-old Joshua John, seen in this 2016 booking photo from a felony marijuana conviction. His target, an ICE field office where detainees were boarding a bus when the shots were fired.
Comenzaron como 20 disparos seguidos.
This witness says she heard about 20 shots, diving beneath her car with her 9-year-old son, hiding until police rushed her inside the facility. The Department of Homeland Security saying the gunman shot indiscriminately at the building.
We had 4 individuals that were shot, 2 of them deceased, including the shooter. The DPD was able to locate the shooter, who was deceased.
Authorities say they found Jean's body with a rifle next to it on a rooftop near the building. Police saying he turned the weapon on himself.
Early evidence that we've seen from rounds that were found near the suspected shooter contain messages that are anti-ICE in nature.
No law enforcement officers were wounded. This is the 3rd shooting at an ICE facility in Texas this year. While the motive behind this shooting is not yet known, Texas Senator Ted Cruz says the violence has to stop.
Violence is wrong. Politically motivated violence is wrong. We need to learn to work together without demonizing each other.
The suspect's brother tells NBC News they grew up in Texas and John knew how to fire a rifle, but didn't think his brother was interested in politics. Jay Gray, NBC News.
Okay, guys, so that's pretty much what we know right now. I mean, that was released a couple hours ago. So, my thoughts on it. So the first thing is that, I don't know if y'all have seen, let me see if I can find a picture. I was trying to research this earlier. This is the dude's name, Joshua John, or Han, however you want to say that. Let's look. So here we go. This is what they're saying was the rounds found on top of the roof, and I don't know if you can see that, says anti-ICE. I think that's fishy. I do. I'm not all into the Charlie Kirk conspiracies and stuff. I keep an eye on it, but like I don't really follow them. I don't think there's anything super fishy going on with that. Initially, my initial reaction to this is that this is weird. Now, if they come out, because those look like 8mm Mauser or 7.92 by 92, or they could be 30-06 FMJs, but it really looks like 8mm to me on stripper clips. So if they come out and they say he was using a old bolt action rifle that was chambered in some larger caliber like that, okay, I'll believe it. But if they come out and say he was using an AR, an AK, or anything that's not chambered, anything that will be chambered in a mini action or a short action round. So for those of you who don't know, a mini action round would be like 5.56, 2.23, 7.62 by 39, 6.8 SPC, all that stuff. Short action is like 243, 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, a host of others. All that size of cartridge. Long action, which is what this is like 300 Win Mag, 270, 30-06, 8mm, 8mm Mauser, that kind of stuff. So if they come out and say that he was using anything that's not a long action cartridge, then they're going to need to explain this, because this is weird. I don't like it. That's what I'll say about that. On Twitter, or X, there has been a bunch of stuff already coming out, of course, saying like, oh, he was a white Republican, or oh, he was a leftist, this and that, this and that. Like the news source just said, like, oh, we don't think he's politically motivated. Or, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. That he wasn't interested in politics. So, I don't know yet. I scoured X earlier trying to find it, trying to find something, but it's all over the place right now. You have, on the one side, you have everything saying he was a white Republican with a gun. Then on the other side, you have people saying that he was a drug-addicted gamer leftist that was a part of Antifa. I don't know. Obviously, he was into drugs of some sort because he had a felony conviction for marijuana from 2016. So, I don't know. See, he's 29 now, I think is what the news post said. So, 10 years ago, he would have been 18, 19, you know. I don't know. Would it surprise me if this came out? You know, if it came out for sure, like, oh, he was a part of Antifa. Wouldn't shock me at all. Not even in the slightest. But I don't want to say yet for sure because we don't know. The other thing, I've seen people saying that, like, oh, he was shooting at ICE. He was shooting at detainees, therefore that shows that he's Republican or conservative or whatever. What we do know for sure is that he started shooting at people when they were loading onto a bus, and then just started shooting in the building. We don't know if he was shooting. That's what we know for sure, is that that's what happened. We don't know for sure if he was shooting at ICE agents or detainees yet. My bet is that he was shooting at ICE agents because, like the news source said, this would be the third shooting at an ICE facility at ICE agents just this year. So, there's a whole lot easier ways if somebody wanted to commit violence on illegal immigrants or illegal aliens. It's a lot easier ways to do it than that. The other thing to note is this is now another rooftop shooter. So that seems to be a trend coming along that's not fantastic. This is another rooftop shooter. So things are changing, guys. You know, this only happened about an hour from me, 45 minutes to an hour. I mean, like 35, where this ICE agent is, or this ICE facility is off of, I drive that highway every day going to work. Every single day I drive 35 west going to work. I'm sorry, 35 east, and then I take west going home. But, you know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how this comes out. I'm going to keep following on this. And I know I've gotten a few texts from people asking why I haven't done another video on the Charlie Kirk thing. I'm going to. I was just waiting for the dust to kind of settle for everything to come out and to get past the guy's funeral. Now, I didn't want to, not that I'm big enough to be making any money on YouTube. I'm not even monetized, but I didn't want to look like I was trying to make videos to try to get views off his death. So, yeah. I'll be doing a longer video on that here soon, just on a lot of the stupid myths I see out there, because a lot of them are just retarded, but that's coming up. So yeah, guys, stay safe out there. It's a wild world right now. No matter where you lean politically, I would avoid crowds. Yeah, I would avoid crowds and, you know, have some spatial awareness about you. It sucks that we have to be this way, but keep a look on rooftops, especially if you are in places where, in places that might be a target. If you are like someone going to see like a Charlie Kirk style event, keep a lookout. You know, if you're going anywhere that's super conservative right now, keep a lookout. You know, it's just the way of the world. It sucks that it is, but it is what it is. Thanks for tuning in, guys. That's all I got for this one. But I will keep y'all updated. So like, share, subscribe, do all the stuff you know you need to. And I'll catch y'all next time.